Hi, my name is Joseph Muncie, and my second article is called Creative License Tackles the Murky World of Sampling in Music. This article is from the New York Amsterdam newspaper from 2011 and talks about sampling within music that, although it was first invented in the 20th century, it only became more popular with the birth of hip-hop and rap music. And the article explains how in the new book called Creative License, the Law and Culture of Digital Sampling is about artists, musicians, managers, and lawyers that were all interviewed from both sides of lawsuits. The lawsuits being the disputes of artists that allegedly sampled another artist's song without permission, and there was confusion as to if this violated copyright laws or if the artist doing the sampling was safe because of their use of the song that was sampled. The article also mentions, as an example, how blues folk singer Alan Lomax had a songwriting credit on a track from Jay-Z. One of the biggest issues talked about within the article is how sampling had not been exclusive to the 20th century, since it had been used by artists such as the Beatles and even some other classical music composers. The reasoning behind mentioning this fact brings up how it was believed that hip-hop was simply being used as a scapegoat, and that copyright laws have yet to be updated to recognize the work that it took to create music in the remix culture. And although the article is kind of short, I think that it brings up an important debate about sampling within music. Music sampling is often looked down upon compared to live music or studio recording. Just like any other form of producing music, sampling also takes a great deal of work to create something entirely new out of just a small sound or a song that already existed, turning it into something completely unrecognizable. In 2020, there's a massive amount of popular songs that include entire portions of sampled music, or even just a few seconds, either from an old movie's song, or in some cases a sound effect from an old video game. When creating music or remixing an already existing song, there's only so much that can be done within a remix, and it would still be the exact same song with a different tone to it. Yet when some song samples are put into a new song, or a new song is recorded with samples from the already existing song are combined, there are plenty of more ways for a new type of song to be discovered just from experimenting with that. And this article could be of use within my senior project, because I believe that I have narrowed my project down to either working with a group, if I could find someone, or creating something new from another pre-recorded song. Since I have started working with music, I have discovered that sampling is one of my favorite forms of creating music, and I believe that sampling different bits and pieces of other songs or sounds from video games, I could create something new, or even possibly find an easier way to edit or mix music using a combination of sampling and pre-recorded material, or even recording new material and adding samples from elsewhere into the new recording.